For the first time since the Philippines joined the Times Higher Education Asia University rankings in 2017, not a single local university made it to the top 500. These rankings, published by the UK-based Times Higher Education, or the T.H.E, are one of the most respected benchmarks of academic excellence in the world. They evaluate universities across 5 core areas: teaching, research environment, research quality, international outlook, and industry engagement. This year, Ateneo de Manila University and the University of the Philippines tied for the country's highest placement in the 501 to 600 bracket. Salle University, Mapúa University, and the University of Santo Tomas joined Mindanao State University's Iligan Institute of Technology, or MSU-IIT, in the 601 plus group. But even as others slipped, MSU-IIT entered the rankings for the very first time, a rare feat for a regional state university. Joining us now is MSU-IIT Chancellor Professor Alizedney Ditucalan to talk about what this means for Mindanao and for Philippine higher education as a whole. Chancellor, good morning and welcome to the show.
Thank you very much, Mikey, for having me.
And congratulations, your first time ever in the T.H.E Asia rankings. What does this recognition mean for your school as an institution, and what does it mean for higher education in the Philippines as a whole?
Okay, well, definitely this recognition, Mikey, is a great achievement for the university. It affirms that MSU-IIT is now in the league of the best university in the world, research-intensive university. This also, I think, a realization of our internationalization mantra, which is leading Mindanao to the world. Now, I think we can say that MSU-IIT is also leading Philippines to the world. But I think it's more importantly, allow me to highlight that I think this is a powerful message for democratizations of quality higher educations. That you don't have to go to Metro Manila to be able to access world-class educations.
And yeah, I think, for those in the South, you're right there for them.
And I think they should inspire other regional universities, really with the right, I think with the right strategy and support. We can actually bring more universities in the Times Higher Education.
Did you set out to achieve this goal, Chancellor Ditucalan?
This is a deliberate goal, I must say, Mikey. When I was elected as Chancellor of MSU-IIT way back in 2022, it's really part of the plan. I really had a conversation. So we started doing a strong advocacy for the faculty, really to publish so that we'll be able to breach the required criteria for the ranking.
Times Higher Education, they're big on research.
Yes, that's correct.
And that was what you focused on, to put yourself on the map, so to speak. What investments did you make within your campus to pave the way for this recognition?
Well, I must acknowledge the contributions of our previous leaders who have really built the enabling environment for MSU-IIT. The faculty development, quite a good number of our faculty are really foreign trained, and they bring with them that research culture from their universities. So it's really on research productivity that we've really invested. We've also reformed some of our policies to really for the incentivized faculty to publish their work.
Yeah, and so I'm asking also in the context because the T.H.E Asia rankings, they're big on research output.
That's correct.
So specifically in your case, what you did was you published in peer journals research material, and that was what helped improve your rankings. So do you suggest that Philippine universities, bar none, invest in research infrastructure to better improve our rankings overall in this global test thing?
You're absolutely right with that, Mikey. In fact, if we really try to frame universities, it should really be doing a lot of research, because a university should be creating new knowledge, and you create new knowledge through research. So I think but of course they have to meet the eligibility requirement, which is they have to publish 1,000 publications for the straight 5 years, for them to be able to to breach the ranking.
Research is great, but a problem that we have here in the Philippines is the skills gap between what's taught and what employers, what industries need. What would you say is the state of education in the Philippines, and are we meeting the needs of industries and employers specifically?
Well, I think the Education Committee, Congressional Committee, did publish the report of the status of our educations, and I think it's a sad reality that our education is in crisis.
Yeah.
And I think one of those things that we need to address is really the gaps, the gaps of theories and practice.
Right.
So we really have to revisit our curriculum, because I think one of the major challenges of our programs are really
because the research is great
loaded.
because it helps increase our standing in these global rankings. But however, we also need to make sure that the research that we embark on, that we invest so much time in, is also practicable and will lead to future employment within the Philippines.
That's correct.
Okay, how would you, I mean, we'll talk about higher education only. How would you describe the state of higher education in the Philippines today?
Well, I think if we compare our higher educations with our neighbors, I think we are actually, I mean, to be honest, we are lagging behind. The fact that there are only 6 universities in the ranking shows really the status of our higher education.
And not only that, Chancellor Ditucalan, no Filipino university made it to the top 500 in this year's rankings. So how would you describe the state of higher education in the country today, and what do we need to do? We have a new head of T.H.E. We have T.H.E. Commissioner Shirley Agrupis, and we've got new lawmakers. What would you like to see from them so we can improve higher education in the Philippines?
Well, I think there is no substitute to providing really the right support for educations, invest in educations. We need to put more funding to educations. That's the way forward. And I'm confident with the new chair of the commission, knowing that she was a former president of Mariano Marcos State University. I think she understands the needs of university.
What are the biggest structural barriers that universities in the Philippines face today?
Well, I think, well, of course,
apart from funding.
Well, of course, we need also to revisit some of our policies, the policies of the Commission on Higher Education. We have to be more innovative, I think. There's also need to strengthen the academia and industry collaborations. We really need our industry to be investing on research, provide funding for universities to conduct research. I think these are important pillars for us to be able to compete globally, Mikey.
Any specific asks? What would you like to see within the first 100 days of our new T.H.E. Commissioner Agrupis and the new lawmakers, and the old ones too?
Okay, of course, one, I think they have to sit down and revisit some of the policies in T.H.E. that really needs to be revisited. Allow more flexibility for our universities.
What are the policies that need to be revisited?
Well, I think we are quite so stringent, for example, in the evaluations of universities to be given a certificate of program compliance. I think we have to migrate to a more of a principle-based policy of evaluations. I am also hopeful with our lawmakers to now, I think, to provide more funding to our universities and to our educational institutions.
Okay, what excites you most about this new chapter for MSU-IIT now that you've made it to the Asia rankings of T.H.E.?
Well, aside from we are of course we are happy that we made it, but it's Mikey, this is also a huge responsibility. The moment that you're already on top, I think sustaining that is a major challenge, and further improving that. Because I think MSU-IIT now serves as an ambassador of Philippine higher education in general, and we really wanted to showcase to the world the kind of educations we have. Because I do believe in the talents of Filipino, Mikey. With the
Tell
right
us
support.
about the skill sets and the best things about your school. Where are you strongest? What are the courses that you provide? What's in demand now? And how do you see the course curriculum changing over the next 5 to 10 years?
Oh, well, if based on the T.H.E. subject ranking, we're #1 in physical sciences. This is physics, chemistry,
Environmental
science. We're also strong in engineering, Mikey. I think we see in the coming years, we are now studying on developing more programs that are really aligned to the future job. Like just recently, we signed a MOU with a US-based firm for the development of a nuclear science. Nuclear science is the future science. You know? We also forged a memorandum of agreement with Meralco because we'd like to develop programs on renewable energy. We are also revisiting some of the programs probably that we can offer on biomedical engineering, artificial science. Now, these are the programs that I think universities should be
And as Chancellor, what's your next goal for MSU-IIT? You set out to break through, to place in the T.H.E. Asia rankings. What's next for you? What's the next goal that you want to target?
We are ambitious, Mikey, and we wanted to probably in the coming years, in 2027 or probably 2020, that we hope we will make it to the top 500. We're not a big university, we're very young, but I believe in the capacity of our faculty and students. You know? They are the powerful drivers of this milestone. You know? I must acknowledge that, Mikey. And we are now focusing on improving our research quality. We are also strengthening some of our initiatives for our technology transfer and commercialization because we also need to improve our research environment, you know, for us to be able to really rise up in the rankings.
All right. Well, all the best to you,
Thank
Chancellor
you.
Ditucalan, and congratulations again on the breakthrough in the T.H.E. Asia rankings.